Okay, so we are going to be doing the second chapter of the book. We're reading it to make it easier for you. New Jersey, chapter 2. If you're following us on our page, please check the first videos, the first chapter. It's got 3 videos. I'm sorry for doing that. I'm using an iPhone 7 to become a YouTube creator, so please forgive us for that. All right, second chapter. New Jersey driver testing. We are going to have the section contents requirements for a basic driver license, safety pledge to NICNAIL, voter registration, road test, reasons for rejections, okay? Requirements for a basic driver license. 6-point ID verification. All applicants for a New Jersey driver license must have all required documents to satisfy the 6-point ID verification. Vision test. A vision screening is required for all motorists. The MVC may refer applicants with impaired vision to a physician. Periodically, the MVC may require a vision recheck of a New Jersey motorist. Knowledge test. The knowledge test consists of 50 questions plus a survey question about organ donation. The MVC offers the knowledge test in English, American Sign Language, ASL, and these foreign languages, Arabic, Chinese, French, Japanese, Korean, Polish, Portuguese, Russian, Turkish, Hindi, Albanian, and Spanish. If the applicant cannot read in any language, headphones are supplied to administer an oral test. If the knowledge test is not available in your native language, you may use a state-approved interpreter. However, you must first attempt to complete the knowledge test in an offered language. If you fail to pass the test and feel you need an interpreter, please inform the MVC personnel at the testing location, and they will make arrangements to secure an interpreter in your native language and pay the appropriate fees. Once an interpreter is secured, you will be contacted by an MVC employee with interpreter, appointment, date, and time. You must inform the MVC of the need of an interpreter at least 2 weeks in advance of the dates you intend to take the written knowledge test. The MVC approved interpreters are also provided for deaf or hard of hearing applicants. The MVC will pay the interpreter fees directly associated with the knowledge test after submission of a properly completed payment voucher form. Okay, interpreters. An approved foreign language interpreter is an individual listed on the NJ Administrative Office of the Courts, Language Services Section, Registry of Interpreters and Agencies. An approved deaf or hard hearing interpreter is an interpreter certified by the National Register of Interpreters for the deaf and listed with the New Jersey Division of Deaf and Hard of Hearing. The interpreter who has been evaluated by the Division of the Deaf and Hard of Hearing and is on the approved list of professional interpreters. Out-of-state and out-of-country applicants. Applicants might transfer a valid out-of-state license to New Jersey. Knowledge and road test may be waived for applicants at least 18 years of age who submit a valid non-provisional driver license issued by any of the 50 states, the District of Columbia, the U.S. territories of Samoa and Guam, Puerto Rico, or the U.S. Virgin Islands. The 6-point ID requirements must also be submitted. These applicants will be issued a 4-year basic New Jersey license and will be required to surrender the out-of-state license. Out-of-state applicants between 17 and 18 years of age who possesses a valid out-of-state license will be given a probationary license for a period of 1 year and must comply with New Jersey's GDL requirements and restrictions. All out-of-country applicants must pass the knowledge test and a vision screening and may be required to pass a road test. Test results are valid for 2 years. Safety pledge to Nick Hill. In August of 2015, the Nichols Law, which amends NJSA 393/41, was signed into law enacted March 2016. Nichols Law reinforces the danger of failing to comply with New Jersey's motor vehicle traffic laws. The pledge: to assume the safety of others on the road, passengers in my car, and myself as a driver, I pledge to obey traffic rules when driving and to be extra cautious and supremely attentive. Stop completely. I will come to a complete halt at any stop sign and will never go through a red light. Stay alert. I will strive to keep my hands on the wheel and my mind on the road. Talk safe. I will use a hands-free cell phone system while driving and will not text or use a handset unless I pull over. Plan ahead. I will give myself an extra 5 minutes to get to any destination. Stop for a nickel safety pledge. Go to www.states.nj.us/MVC/license/NikkiHill.htm to take the pledge. Voter registration. If you are eligible to vote in New Jersey, the process of registering to vote can be conveniently started at any MVC licensing center. While applying for or renewing a driver license or non-driver identification ID card, the MVC will report the information to the New Jersey Division of Elections. Voter registration deadline is 21 days before elections. If you will not be conducting a driver license, a non-driver ID card transaction, and wish to register to vote or change your address with the Division of Elections, please visit the New Jersey Division of Elections at www.njelections.org or call 1-877-NJ-VOTER or 1-877-658-6837 to have an applications mailed to you. Update your voting address. You may change your address online through the MVC website. After you change your address with the MVC, you will ask whether you would like your address changed to update your voter record. Be sure to click yes when answering these questions, and the MVC will send a notice to the Division Elections notifying them of your change. An address change confirmation page will also be provided to you at the end of transaction. Please visit www.njelections.org for more voter information. Your county commissioner of registration will notify you if your application is accepted. If it is not accepted, you will be notified on how to complete and or correct the application. Address changes report online or via mail with the MVC and forward to the New Jersey Division election. Note, you are required by law to provide the Motor Vehicle Commission with current NJ residential address change must be conducted. If you would like a copy of your driver's license or ID with a new residential address, you can order a replacement license after you have processed your address change. So all this is very good to know. Road test. After an applicant passes a knowledge test of vision screening and, if applicable, an approved behind the wheel course, the MVC will validate his or her permits so that she can practice driving. GDL permit holders under 21 of age must have a minimum of 6 months supervised practice driving prior to a road test appointment. GDL permit holders 21 years old and over must have a minimum of 3 months supervised practice driving prior to a road test appointment. To make an appointment for individual road test or retest, visit an MVC licensing center of schedule online. Appointments may not be made by phone. Road test checklist. No practice driving is permitted on the test course or in the parallel parking area. Every road test applicant must bring all the items on this checklist to the road test site to take the test. Only original documents will be accepted. 6 points of ID. Validated permit must be eligible and cannot be laminated. Valid inspection sticker on vehicle or official non-inspection sticker, required card, valid registration card, and valid insurance ID card, or electronic version for vehicle use for the test unless covered by BPU or federal DOT regulations. 2 red GDL decals properly mounted. If graduated driver license GDL requirements are applicable, a vehicle utilized for the road test must have unobstructed access to the foot brake or to the parking brake mounted for the right to the driver and position accessible to the examiner. Auto cycles cannot be used for the test. Self-parking vehicles cannot be used for the test. All signals, brake lights, and windshield wipers on the vehicles must be in working order for the test. No rental cars are permitted unless the test applicant's name is listed as driver on the rental agreement. Applicants must be accompanied by a licensed driver. The accompanying driver must hold a valid license to operate the type of vehicle to which the applicant has permit, except for a moped. Note, vehicles registered out of state must comply with the laws of the motorist home state about insurance identification. Accompanying driver requirements. An applicant must drive a properly registered vehicle to the road test area. However, a licensed driver must always remain in vehicle with the applicants. A vehicle might not be moved even if the road test line without its licensed driver in the vehicle. If the accompanying motorist is licensed in the states other than New Jersey or has less than 3 years of driving experience, she must drive the vehicle to the road test area. The MVC does not supply vehicles to road test. Only MVC examiners are allowed in the vehicle when the test is administered. Elements of the road test. During the road test, an MVC examiner will ride with the applicants when she drives in a off-road test area or public road course. The purpose of road and can drive safely, see chart on the page. If the applicant's vehicle has a standard transmission, the examiner will ask the applicant to demonstrate his or her ability to correctly shift gears. All right, so If an applicant passes the road test, the examiner will issue the authorization for licensing the permit authorization, and 6 points of the verification must be taken for the MVC license center to obtain the New Jersey driver license. The MVC will license a successful applicant for a Class D, basic driver license, Class D, probationary driver if the applicant has never been licensed to drive a motor vehicle in this or any other state's MVC will. Reasons to rejections. Most applicants believe that their driving performance is the only criteria the examiner uses to grade their road test. However, the vehicle must be cause for denial or failure of the road test. Some licensed applicants might not have opportunity to take an initial road test because an examiner considers the vehicle unsuitable or unsafe for the test. Here are some of the more common reasons the MVC rejects road test vehicles: improper, expired, or not inspection sticker, lack of examiner, access foot brake or parking brake, any detective conditions that affects the safe operation of the test vehicle, such as but not limited to poor brakes, pedal must not fade or go to the floorboard, dashboard, braking, warning, light on, parking brake, brake lights or signal lights not working, unsafe tires, smooth cut, badly worn, vehicle's interior is not reasonably clean conditions, vehicle fail in inspection, and motorist does not bring the vehicle inspection report issued by the inspection station to the road test area. Fast engine idle, cannot judge speed control. Missing seat belts. Seat belts are required on all vehicles manufactured after July 1966. Tinting of driver and front doors windows. Missing web view mirrors. Interior and driver door. Broken and cracked windows glasses. Passenger and driver doors and windows does not operate from the inside. Additional items to motorcycles and mopped test only. Lack of equipment required by state regulations. No helmet, unapproved goggles and face shields. No bell or horn that can be heard 100 feet away. If you came this far, please, I ask you to subscribe to our channel. Hit the button like, share, comment, and let us know if you like this to help us support and keep working on this.